Hello and welcome. My name is Elis Adelle. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and astrologer, and I'm here to bring you a message about the week of July 22nd through 28th. This is going to be a reading to see what the energies of the week are, what's the energy that's available to us, and how we can best work with this energy. My intention with this reading is to bring us the guidance, the awareness, and the insights necessary for us to live the most fulfilling and love-oriented lives possible, to assist us in our ascension and awakening process. So if that sounds good to you, we'll begin in just a moment. I want to speak about the astrology first. So the sun entered Leo on the 22nd, yesterday. I'm filming this on the 23rd, and we are now moving into kind of like an integration process where we're bringing together all of the insights that we had on the second Capricorn full moon over the last weekend. We're integrating and we're bringing together all of those insights together with the strength of the sun in its home sign of Leo. And Leo rules the heart. So to me, Leo season is a potent and powerful time for us to focus on the heart space, for us to focus on alignment to our inner being and to our heart chakra as the seat of our soul. And we're preparing for a Mercury retrograde, which will begin in the early degrees of Virgo and to be transiting backwards over the final degrees of Leo. And that will begin on August 4th. So I really feel that this week we're beginning the integration process of everything that happened on that full moon. And we're preparing for the Mercury retrograde that will be occurring. So with that said, let's see what the energy of the week available to us is. Temperance reversed. The Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. King of Swords reversed. Three of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles. Six of Wands reversed. Five of Swords. And the Tower reversed. And I'm going to save these two cards for a little bit after this. So practical blooming. Practical blooming is something I just heard. So there's something about practicality that wants to be highlighted that will lead us towards our unfoldment, towards our blooming, our opening, our success. I'm asking, why is the Temperance reversed here? And they're drawing me to the wings. So there's something about this process in the next week that's going to require us to be very practical and grounded and hardworking towards our goals, and that's going to help us gain our wings, our spiritual wings. It's like brick by brick. This is going to be a one step at a time kind of process. And we can see that here with the progression. We have the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, right? The one thing that I can see here that might get in our way is a spiritual kind of like ego, or ego in general, that could make us want to focus more on results rather than the process, with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands reversed. It's not a time, with Temperance reversed and the Six of Wands reversed, it's not a time to like try to show off or gain. It's not a time where there's necessarily going to be the tangible results, or that we're not going to be like appraised or seen necessarily for the results of the hard work that we're putting in just yet. It's not about that. This process that we're in, it's practical blooming, right? It's practical becoming, practically stepping into our spiritual essence and our alignment to our inner being. And that requires us to be very grounded throughout this whole process. And that's a message that's been coming through repeatedly with these weekly readings, is the importance of staying grounded and practical throughout this awakening and ascension process that we're in. Because what we're doing is we are making space in our physical vessel and our physical body for our multidimensional consciousness and for our higher essence and inner being. And that's something that on this planet has not been done before. It hasn't been embodied before. So it's something that we are making the space for the first time in our physical vessel and in our lives. The energy that's available to us is walking away from old ego battles, old patterns, old ways of thinking, old dynamics that had to do with giving and receiving, maybe self-limiting beliefs, or maybe overgiving, maybe overextending yourself, maybe underextending yourself. I think it depends from person to person, but we all have dynamics where we end up in dynamics that are unequal, not reciprocal, and not balanced or true. And in this next week, we have the opportunity to walk away from those dynamics and to step into more, to step into situations that are in right relationship with each other, the right amount of give and take, the right amount of freedom versus boundaries. I feel like we're also walking away from being in like a begging position, or being in a position where we feel like we need to beg or grovel or plead or ask for, stepping away from any kind of lack mentality or victim narratives, which makes total sense because this last full moon we had, one of the big things that was coming through was that the full moon was illuminating for us all the mental programs and self-limiting beliefs that have kept us from stepping into our full authenticity and true essence, right? And so this week we're in the process of actually walking away from that. And what does that look like? How do we practically make those steps? How do we practically rewire those circuits in our own brains that keep us in cycles of mental confusion, mental disarray, mental like chaos? I'm getting like an image of like a fuse kind of like exploding, like an electrical wire exploding. Like I feel like that's what has been happening in our minds and in our brains for so long, and that's been considered normal by most of us for so long, right? To have those kinds of explosions that happen internally that make us feel like we're not enough, that create chaos in our own experience, but it's really just chaos in our minds, chaos in our thought processes, chaos in our inner realms. And you know, we do see progress here because we have Temperance and then the Tower. So there's a forward movement, but because they're both reversed, it's like, it's that whole thing of it's not going to be linear progress, and it's not going to necessarily be obvious or externally validated to us. This is very much like an internal process that we have to continue and to work on through taking these practical steps and creating the slow progressive steps in our lives that will lead us towards liberation. Feel there's a lot of collective energy of like people watching this week. People are watching us, people are observing us. This may be because maybe you guys who are watching, maybe you have a position or you work in some kind of work where people are watching you or they're observing you. Maybe you have a following online or something like that. But there's like there's a lot of energy watching. What is this energy watching, please? It's like all of society is watching each other. It's like we're in a moment right now where politically and energetically, there's a lot of outward attention where everyone is paying attention to everything else. But the energy that we need to focus on is inward towards ourselves. And there may be a lot of resistance to that with Temperance and the Tower both reversed. These are both very internally speaking cards. And the fact that they're both reversed may mean that it's kind of hard this week to focus on that internal essence. But that's what we're being asked to do. Let's see what these two cards here are. Queen of Swords and the Devil reversed. I love that. I feel like this is the solution for this week for how to work with this energy, right? We have the King of Swords reversed. He's the masculine embodiment of the mental energy, but with the feminine embodiment of the mental energy of the swords, the Queen of Swords, she's upright. So the difference between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is that the Queen of Swords is more receptive. She listens before she speaks. She pays attention to what's going on around her before she reacts. She has like due diligence with her choices and her steps. She's not just acting immediately. Whereas the King of Swords is more of an action first kind of energy, in my opinion. That masculine, young, forward moving, implementing energy. And because she's with the Devil reversed is perhaps one of the best major arcana to come reversed, in my opinion, because it really shows to me that we're breaking the chains of self-sabotage. We're breaking the chains of addictions, of negative patterns, negative processes. We're leaving behind the things that have kept us chained, right, to the devil energy. And this, for some of us, may be actual like pain bodies in our minds, right, that have been feeding us these negative thought patterns that we've been breaking. Maybe this may be actual like lower vibrational entities or influences. This may just be the collective energy that's been so oppressive for so many millennia that we're finally breaking out of, that I really feel that we're in this breakthrough energy at this time right now. I feel that this combo is telling us that this week, be discerning and be receptive. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the information that's coming to you and process that and think about that before you take action, before you walk away from situations, before you create boundaries. Be very, listen first. Listen first. Listen to your intuition and listen to what is actually coming in from the world around you. Listen to the intuitive voice within you. Listen to your spiritual team. Listen to the multidimensional guidance that's going to be coming through in order to make these practical steps, in order to walk away from these situations of unequal exchange, in order to avoid trying to seek any kind of recognition before it's due time. This is not the week to try and seek out like fame or fortune or huge breakthrough success. Rather, this is the week to listen carefully and take that one step at a time that your intuitive guidance will lead you to. So let's see what energy will assist us during this week, please. What energy will assist us during this week? What will support us during this week? What will help us navigate the energy this week? What will help us navigate the energy this week? There's another message coming through here. With Temperance reversed and the King of Swords, Sometimes King of Swords to me comes through as like a Archangel Michael or like a protector type of energy. And Temperance is obviously an angelic energy. There's something here about like not being over reliant on angels or our spiritual team. With the Pentacles coming out all upright this week, it's about us being able to take those intuitive nudges and then take the actionable steps and actually put them into the physical reality in order to get results. It's not about being like totally surrendered and just leaving it all up to our spiritual team and to the universe to take care of things for us. This co-creative process requires us this week to take steps. Physical action. Practical blooming. Practical blooming. Practical blooming leads to practical victory, I'm hearing. Practical blooming leads to practical victory and protection. Protection is ours if we take the practical steps. So let's see what energy will support us this week, please. What energy will support us this week? Ooh, thank you, thank you. Earth Star activation. Anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. I'm going to take this upright. So divine, dark, feminine energy. Connection to the earth. Connection to our bodies. The practicality, right? Like that, this is a very like earthy energy that's coming through. The colors in here are like the colors that come in the Pentacles cards. It's a very like earth oriented, lower chakra oriented energy that's coming through here for me. Okay. Actually, I'm feeling called to read this card from the book, so I'm getting that out. The Earth Star Chakra, found around 6 to 12 inches below our feet, is the energetic portal that connects us directly with the soul wisdom of Mother Earth. It is our gateway to the underworld of the earth, a space of sacred magic and mystery where we will find a lot of the tools, gifts, and skills the ancient used to connect with the earth and her wisdom. The Egyptian goddess Isis appears on this card as our spiritual guide. She is a high priestess of the stars who knows the importance of connecting with the underworld to stay grounded, aware, and manifest all that we need to grow. Follow in her footsteps by connecting to your earth star. Anchor down and go digging within to find any parts of your magic, wisdom, and experiences you have pushed down, both in this incarnation and previous lifetimes. These tools could be helpful to the next phase of your journey. Your message. When you draw this card, know your earth star has been activated and the wisdom you once ignored is finally being acknowledged. The rejected parts of yourself have now been rediscovered. There is an opportunity for you to rediscover magic too, but stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Let the earth hold you and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if it's time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it, and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. I love that message. I feel like it mirrors beautifully everything that was coming through. Even this part, stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stay strong. I feel like that mirrors exactly the whole like practical steps, but like that we were getting with the Queen of Swords, to listen to listen for that guidance, listen for those clues that will lead you towards the practical steps that you need to take. And there's something coming through about the inner body also. The inner body that wants to be focused on and activated this week. So maybe doing some meditation and paying attention to the subtle energies inside of your body, the inner body, right? The inner channels. And of course the Earth Star chakra, that chakra 6 to 12 feet below our feet. Standing barefoot on the earth is a great way to connect to this chakra. Imagining roots growing down through your feet into the earth is another great way to do this. Can we get one more card for supportive energy for us this week, please? Supportive energy for us this week. A supportive energy for us this week, please. Supportive energy for us this week. What will support us and assist us this week? Thank you. Re-energize your life. Clear, positive space, harmony. Yes. So this card is a card that talks about our actual physical environment. Making sure that we, it talks about, feng shui and the tradition of feng shui, and making sure that your house is organized, that your physical environment is tidy, making sure that you clear out clutter and that you remove anything that is excessive in your space. Maybe this is a time to do like a cleaning out of your closet or your wardrobe, giving away things that you don't need, removing the things in your life that are just clutter and that are taking up too much space and energy, and organizing and clearing your home. This is going to be very helpful and very supportive for us during this week. All right. Any other final messages? They're drawing me to this wreath here. They've been kind of drawing me to it throughout this reading. I'm not sure what the symbolism of the wreath is. I believe it has something to do with victory or celebration. So that might be something that you want to throw into Google. A quick Google search is the spiritual meaning of a wreath. I feel like that will be a message for some of us this week. Okay? All right. I think I'm going to close this reading out with a lot of love and gratitude. I'm so grateful to have you here. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. I am so grateful to have been able to bring through these messages for you. I really hope that they were helpful for you. And if this was resonant for you, I encourage you to give the video a like. It really, really, really helps me out, helps me understand what kind of content is resonating with you guys and what I should keep making. And maybe I'll see you again soon for another reading. Maybe you'll join our little family here in this little corner of the internet. I'm so grateful to have you. Thank you, beautiful soul. I'm sending you so much love.